Hi, this is Mr. Bieber, and I'd like to just explain how to work a GPS Map 60, which is the GPS that you're going to be working with for Wyoming Days. And first of all, I'd like to tell you the basic parts. The on-off switch is at the very top up here, and you hold it down, and when you do, you're going to come up with the home page, which is the satellite page, and then you're able to flip the different pages to see what else is on the GPS. The first button, the second one on the right, is the page button. So once you recognize satellites, you can hit this button, which is located right here, and you can turn to the different pages of the GPS. There's a compass page, there's an odometer page, and several other pages. The third button down on the right is the menu page. The menu button will take you directly to the menu page, and you can look at several different features, and we'll show you that in a minute. If you want to enter any information into the GPS, like naming a waypoint or something like that, you hit the enter button, and the enter button will allow you to type into the GPS. If you don't like what you've typed, if you made a mistake or you would like to clear something, the clear button is located on the bottom button on the left. If you are marking waypoints or trying to find your car after hunting or find a favorite fishing spot or find a favorite restaurant, you hit the mark button, and at that point it'll allow you to type if you hit the enter button. We are going to be using this button, the second button on the left from the top, and that's the find button, because we're going to be putting in treasure points, and they're called waypoints, and you're going to have to find those waypoints. And so the find button is going to be very important for you. And then this button allows you to zoom in and out. And again, this map right here has an arrow, and that's what's going to happen when you go look for your treasures. And what you do is you have to zoom in to about 200 feet in order to get the arrow to show where you're actually going to go. The page, when you turn your GPS on, the page that will show up is the satellite page. There will be rectangles at the bottom, and each one of these rectangles represents a satellite that is located by the antenna of your GPS. And when there's a whole bunch of satellites that are located, what will happen is that it'll tell you how close you are to knowing exactly where you are on Earth at that given time. You'll also see that up above it should say north and west, which is longitude and latitude, and this shows that you're in the northern hemisphere, so make sure it says north first and then west after that. The next screen or the page that you could look at is the trip computer page, or what I call the odometer page. And what this says is how far you traveled, that's your trip odometer, your maximum speed, this is kilometers per hour, your moving time in minutes and seconds, and then your moving average in kilometers per hour, how long you stopped, and then your overall average. You'll notice also that it tells you the elevation, which is the altitude that you are. This is in meters. And then it tells you how far overall you've traveled, which is your odometer reading. So that's basically the trip odometer page. Another page, this is the menu page, and you'll notice tracks. We'd like to clear the tracks before we give you the GPS. So that would be something you might want to do sometime, or we might tell you to use this track button here. But everything else you can look at if you get a chance, but we're not going to be using it for our purposes. You'll notice down here that the correct time is down below, and also the correct date is down below too, so that could be of interest to you. The last page I'd like to show you is the page that you will get to when you hit find, and then you'll hit the waypoint that you are assigned to find the treasure, and then it's going to tell you at the top where to go. So that is going to be a very important thing for you to recognize, and that is which direction to go. So make sure you know north, south, east, and west. There will also be an arrow from where you are that will locate the direction that you're going to go. But the most important thing to recognize is this, And when you get there, the GPS will beep, and it'll say something like nearing location, and then you look for the treasure. And so that's basically what you have to do for all this to work.